And the Volunteers will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense getting set for first down. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, third and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. And the Gamecocks get enough for the first down. Here comes the hurry-up.
I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the clock. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Right back to the well. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. leaves it with the back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Vols have their offense in high gear. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. The 40. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Howell. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He's got his man. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Got his man on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Hands it off. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it down the middle. The defense was asking for that penalty immediately, and they got it. Offensive pass interference waves off the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Snags it on the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They're going to run it. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up fourth.
Fourth down and 12 is four-down territory for this offense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll give it to the back.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up And he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. That's caught. It's Bennett. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard and you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Gonna run it. It's Lewis. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you've got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Gets it out quickly. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Running back searching for a hole.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Takes the easy throw in the flat. After 45 on its way. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire 1st half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. The 20. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. And they're able to get him down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in the scrimmage.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They're scrambling to get to the line quickly for this big fourth down attempt. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back. First down. Got to play the whole... around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting right on the money.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Offense set on first down. They'll open the second half on the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Wants to throw on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. Oh, just left him flailing. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here on third down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back to its own in great field position.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On the move, it's Howell. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Back to the ground with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They're going to ride this running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. He'll toss it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Defense in press coverage. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the stomping has commenced. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Washington. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. A run for the quarterback. The expressway is wide open. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Keep it simple, stupid. The dive play. That's been in the football playbook since the beginning of time, and they just gashed him right up the middle of their defense.
Quarterback keeper. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Using the quick game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
I definitely like being the quarterback coach of this game because he makes me look good. I mean, he makes me defend the whole field as a defense and all the weapons and all the options, and then he can do that. He can take it himself, glide into the end zone, and get 6.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They want to run this quarterback. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Wide out in motion. From the gun, the ground game. At the 35, he's got room. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
And the Vols are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll try to run for it. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Fights off the defender. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Using his legs, it's Lewis. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the pummeling has started. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
A 3rd and long coming up here. This is a designed run. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that we're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Houston, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas Longhorns offense takes the field for the first time today. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
The play-action fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Coming after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Corrals it at the 45. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So South Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Calls his own number. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. On the move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
as a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He is such a dangerous weapon as a runner. It's almost as if it makes the defense tentative because they know the slightest of errors, and he's to the house.
No doubt about it. This is a guy that's going to hurt defenses throwing the football and running the ball as well, and stresses your defense in so many different ways. So this defensive coordinator now has got to find new ways to try and slow him down, contain him. You just got to get the ball out of his hands, because when he's got it, man, he can kill you.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Texas offense. Line gets set, first down. Give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll leave it with him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Now on the move. Tackled, but he has a first down. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision here.
And I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're inside the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball. Nah, go for it.
Quarterback alone in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He's going to run it. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Going up top on first down. Got his man quickly.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Using his feet. Bringing the heat. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to pass. He's got him in the flat. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And they swarm him under.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He caught it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. A designed run for the quarterback. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Shadow of the goalpost looming. 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. They'll run it from the gun. At the 15, he's loose. Smashes through. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Butler. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right through his hands, you just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got...
There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Texas! He broke... And they couldn't catch it.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to throw it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today.
And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch. Brings it down on the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll give him a couple. That leaves them with 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To throw, it's Sellers. Gets it out fast. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Gamecocks are on the move. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man covered. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Off play action on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The short hands, it's Bennett. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Sellers. Back open in the middle. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They'll run the RPO and pull it right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Offense working from the pistol. On the run, it's Gibson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Fast motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Caught in the backfield, it's Butler. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Manning. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're trying to get to it. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll run it to the right side. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Hand off from the shotgun. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
No reason to rush here. You want to be efficient, you want to finish the deal, but you might as well milk that clock.
100%. Make it tick. The clock is your friend. You've got the lead. You've got the football in good position. Hang on to it and milk that clock.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Slams it ahead. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Then the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know, you got... They're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
The offense set for a first down play. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
They want to throw it. He caught it. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The return is tackled down at the 37. And South Carolina offense will
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the beatdown has ensued. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here.